Hey y'all, it's your girl Tamia, levette. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome, and if you guys are not, welcome back. And so today, as you guys can tell by the title and the thumbnail, we're going to be doing a girl talk video. And for today's girl talk video, we're going to be talking about self-care, self-love, confidence, toxic exes, and red flags, and a whole bunch of friends and men, and we have a lot to talk about. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you guys are not following my social medias, go follow my social medias, because if you follow my social medias, you would know that I went on Instagram and asked people to give me stuff to talk about in this girl talk, and you guys weren't a part of it because you're not friends with me on Instagram. Go follow me on Instagram so you guys can be a part of the video next time. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and let's just get right into this video. So I went on Instagram, like I said, and I got questions, and I wrote down 6 of the ones that I really wanted to talk about, and I also put down key points so I kind of wouldn't forget of what I wanted to talk about, because you know how that goes. You know, once you're actually doing something, your mind goes hazy, and then you be like, dang, I wanted to say this in the video and I didn't. When I'm editing this, I'm gonna be mad. So that's why I had to write down the key points that I really want to talk about and kind of brainstorm. And I've been doing this, I've been actually trying to film this video for 2 days now, and now I'm just now really filming it and it kind of being okay. So we're gonna get right into these questions because I'm rambling at this point. The first thing on my list is, how do you feel about birth control? I'm not a person that can truly actually talk about this topic because I'm not on birth control, but I know a lot of people, have a lot of friends and stuff like that that is on birth control, and I can't tell you whether or not to get on it or not get on it, but I can exactly express how I feel about it. Don't get me wrong, a lot of my friends have bad experience with birth control. Honestly, none of my friends have had a good experience with birth control, so I know a lot of bad stuff. I don't know none of the good stuff, and I hate to speak negative about something, so I'm gonna try my best not to. And also, I want you guys that have had a good experience with birth control to kind of comment stuff down below, like comment your experience, and kind of like help females that do want to get on birth control but that's scared. My friends personally had bad experience though. Like, one of my cousins literally was as small as I am, and when she got on birth control, she blew up, and when she got off of it, now she's right back to her old size. So birth control kind of blew her up in a bad way because she looked horrible. I also know a friend, and she was telling me how when she got on birth control, she wasn't feeling good in the beginning. Then she had her cycle for months, and it was just crazy because like, you really bled that whole time. Like, it was just real interesting to me, and I've heard a lot of bad experiences from birth control, and it's not my place to talk about birth control because I'm not on birth control. If you guys are on birth control or know anybody that's on birth control, comment down their experience or comment down your experience so you can kind of like help people know the pros and cons of birth control, because I can't give any advice because I'm not on birth control. But kind of help people in the comments, because I know it's a lot of girls that want to get on birth control but they're scared. So, and I'm not the person to kind of give that advice out because I'm not on birth control. So comment things down below about birth control that can kind of help women and uplift them, or you know, just let them know stuff. And also, it kind of depends on your body with birth control, the type of body you have. Everybody reacts to different stuff differently, so you never know how you're going to react to birth control at the same time. So it's kind of like a iffy situation. I personally wouldn't get on birth control, but if you guys want to, I would read up on it and get a lot of research on it before you just jump into getting birth control. Question number 2 is, how do you know when to trust your boo? You don't. You never know when to trust your boo. It's kind of just a thing you're gonna have to do. If you truly have a gut feeling like, oh yeah, I cannot trust them, don't even get in a relationship with them. Don't put yourself in a position to get yourself hurt. A gut feeling is always something that's gonna, if you have a gut feeling, go with your gut feeling and run with it, because your gut feeling is never wrong. Honestly, I used to always ignore my gut feeling, but I've came to the conclusion that my gut feeling is never wrong. And at the same time though, you have to trust to be committed to somebody, to talk to somebody and be for real, be in a relationship with them. You have to trust them. If you don't have trust, you don't have anything. But the moment they break that trust, you go. You can't trust them, so what's the point of being in a relationship with somebody you can't trust? Now you're constantly worried about where they're at, what they're doing, who they're talking to. Personally, I feel like you can trust somebody until you can't trust them anymore. You trust them until they give you a reason not to. That actually makes you look stupid at the same time, because they're playing you and all this other stuff, and you thinking they're being for real, and you have other girls looking at you like, if only she knew. I do know. Now what about it? Like, I just feel like you should have that mentality. But like I said, if you have a gut feeling, just leave them alone altogether. But what I can tell you is trust somebody until they give you a reason not to. Don't trust too much, but don't trust too little, if that makes any sense. Question number 3 is, what's some red flags you have in boys? Okay, number 1 is going all day without talking to me. If you can go all day without talking to me, then you didn't want to talk to me. If you're busy that day, it's nothing to pick up your phone and shoot a text. Oh, I have such and such to do today, or I'm having a very busy day. I might not talk to you much, but I will text you and call you when I get a chance. It's not hard to pick up the phone and tell somebody what's going on, to communicate with your partner. If you really want to rock with somebody, if you're really rocking with that person, you really fucking with that girl, you're not going to go all day without texting her. And if you do because you're busy, you can at least communicate to her that, okay, I'm busy today, I'm not going to be able to really talk much. She'll appreciate that more than you just not talking to her all day. Now she's sitting here thinking that you really not acting with her, and now it's just a whole mess, honestly. I feel like once they do it the first time, that's a red flag. And I would say don't give them another chance, but if they have a solid excuse of why they wasn't texting you, then yeah. But when they give you that excuse, then you tell them. If you ever have another busy day like that, then you come and communicate with me. But I feel like if they do it a second time, you let that go. Because the first time, I let it slide with the excuse that you had or whatever. But the second time they do it, they have to go. Especially if you're not communicating to me, oh, I'm going to be busy this day, I can't talk very much, but when I do get the chance, I will text and call you. That's showing that you're making an effort, and she'll kind of, won't, be, I don't know what to call it. She won't be on you too bad about not talking to her. Honestly, I feel like communication is key in a relationship. So that's the first red flag for me, if they go all day without talking to you. The second red flag I have is when a guy says, believe what you want. If I heard something about you, I'm going to confront you about it. If people telling me my man doing this and that, or my man said this and that, I'm going to ask you about it. And I just want the simple truth. One thing I can say that I hate from a guy is a liar. I ask you to do 2 things. Treat me right and don't lie to me. That's all I ask. Do not lie to me, because I hate being lied to. And I feel like if you lie to me, you don't care about me at all. If you can sit there in my face and tell a lie to me, you don't care at all. So if we get into it and you tell me, believe what you want, I don't even care no more. Believe what I want, well, I'm going to believe them, because you not explaining nothing to me. You're just getting mad and telling me to believe what I want. That's the second red flag for me. I hate when a guy tells me to believe what you want, because at that point, you don't even care no more. And that really hurts, because believe what I want, you're not giving me no type of information. You're not telling me no type of proof that they're telling stories. I mean, you're not trying to make me feel comfortable being with you. These females are coming to me telling me this and this, or this dude came to me telling me this and this, or I heard somebody talking about you and they said this and this, and you hit me with the believe what you want. That kind of throws it off a lot. So that believe what you want is the second red flag for me. The third red flag I have is I don't post you because I'm private. So if y'all been together, like, honestly, I don't do the whole popping out stuff. I mean, I understand it, but at the same time, it's like, if a dude is trying to keep you, okay, it's a difference between private and secret. That's what I'm trying to say. At the end of the day, we can be private, but still let motherfuckers know you're with me. You don't have to let them know you're in a relationship. Let them know you're dealing with somebody. Don't have people out here thinking you're single. Secret and private is a difference. We can have a private relationship, but let people know we're in a relationship. You're not going to keep me a secret, because I'm not a secret. I look too good to be a secret. Private is secret. But I just feel like if a dude excuse for not posting you is because he's a private man and he don't like his business all being out on social media, that's BS. Because at the end of the day, a dude should want to flaunt what's his. At the end of the day, they don't have to, nobody has to know your problems, know what you go through. That's keeping it private. People not knowing your business. But people knowing y'all are together and knowing this is your lady, this is who you with, that's private. Not knowing your business, but people knowing, you know, you with somebody. Keeping it a secret is people thinking you're out here single, and then on top of that, you're not posting her. That's keeping it a secret. But I just feel like a red flag is if a dude tells you he don't post you because I'm private, personally. And I know a lot of females have been through this, and I just feel like that's a red flag, and you need to let that man go because he got hoes. Straight up. Okay, question number 4 is how has your mental health been lately? And the girl that asked me this is my baby, one of my close friends. My mental health has been great. If you guys don't know, I went through a very hard breakup recently, so like my mental health wasn't all the way there. I just wasn't there at all. My head was all over the place, but now I'm happy. That's all I can say. I work, and I used to be depressed going to work, and now I'm not even sad to go to work. I enjoy going to work every day. Like, just going to Subway every day and enjoying life is great. I love getting up and making videos. I'm kind of glad that I got back in the process of making videos. And my mental health is great, though. I've been doing really good, keeping it stable, keeping a positive energy. I've been releasing people from my social media, releasing people from my life, because at the end of the day, I don't need no negativity around me, because my mental health needs to stay good, and I want to stay good mentally and physically. So of course I go to the gym and stuff like that. But my mental health is great, and I really appreciate you for asking. Thank you. The next question is, how do you move on from someone you thought you was going to be with forever? Personally, I feel like you can't move on. How do I put this? I feel like it's very hard to move on. I feel like you never really move on from somebody that you're in love with. Honestly, I feel like that person is always going to stay rent-free in your mind. They might not be at the top of your mind, but they're definitely going to be at the back of your mind at the end of the day. You can move on from somebody. You can move on to where you never want to talk to them again. You don't really think about them for real. But you can move on, but you'll always love them. I feel like at the end of the day, you're gonna always love them. So it's kind of hard to say move on. You don't move on from them. You kind of like you do move on. Let me rephrase my words. You move on from them, but at the end of the day, if your love was really pure for that person always gonna come across your mind one day. Like, I wonder how they're doing at the end of the day. But what you do have to remember is, one thing is, you always have to remember why you stopped talking to them. Because being with somebody for a long time, when y'all do break up, you're going to want to talk to them again. You're going to want to check up on them and see how they're doing. But at the end of the day, you have to remember what they did to you, or why the relationship didn't work. You have to remember that, because it didn't work for a reason. It just didn't work for no reason. It didn't work for a reason. So every time you feel yourself trying to go back to that, you have to think about, why did we end it in the first place? That should be the first thing that hits your mind, and that should bring you back. Like, okay, Tamia, you miss them, but you can't get back with them at the end of the day. If it's meant to be, y'all will come back to each other, but don't rush it though. At the end of the day, I just feel like, and yeah, just don't rush it. I feel like moving on is a very hard process, but at the end of the day, there's really no way to move on. You have to move on yourself, like by yourself, because you don't know really what it takes to move on. Everybody don't move on the same way. It takes people longer to move on than it takes others to move on. I feel like if you're really trying to move on, you have to do that on your own. That's not something I can really give advice to. But what I can say is, I really do feel like moving on is very hard. It's extremely hard. I've been trying to move on for months now, and I'm slowly moving on, but surely. One of my biggest things that helped me move on was music. Every time I got in my feelings, I turned that music up and I sung my heart out, and I cried and I cried and I cried. I literally cried all the time until I didn't have any more tears for him. And when I didn't have any more tears for him, that caused me to slowly move on and on. I feel like you have to cry and cry until you don't have no tears left, and then it'll all come in time. But enough about that. The 6th question is, how do you how to spot out fake friends? My first thing I have to say is, when a friend tries to make you look bad in front of others, I feel like if we're kicking it alone, we vibing, and then we get out with other people, and you kind of like talking and playing, but you're playing too much, and kind of like playfully telling my business, or playfully making me feel some type of way, trying to show off in front of others, you're not my real friend. Because no real friend would do that at the end of the day. And I find that weird and grimy that you act different in front of other people, but when we're by ourselves, you don't act like that. I feel like at the end of the day, if a bitch is really your friend, she's not going to make you feel no type of way. She's not even going to put you in the position for you to feel some type of way in front of nobody. So I feel like if y'all kicking it, like I said, if y'all kicking it, she gets in front of other people and started acting funny and start acting different, let her go, because that's not the friend for you. Number 2 is, if she talks about her other friends around you, if she talks about her other friends to you, she's going to talk about you to her other friends. That is a two-faced girl. Because if that's really your friend, why are you coming to me talking about your other friends to me? I hate a female like that. Don't come to me talking about your other friends, because I'm going to feel like you go talking to them about me personally, because you coming to me talking to me about your other friends, and that kind of throws it off. I really hate a female that tries to talk about her other friends to me, because you probably going back and talking about me, and I don't like being talked about. That makes me want to fight. So if a bitch can go and talk about her other people, she's going to talk about you too, so drop her. Number 3 is a friend that's always in competition. I feel like if we're friends, we hype each other up. This ain't no competition about nothing. If you feel like somebody's always in competition with you, then you need to let her go personally, because everything's not a competition. If we're all going out, we're all hyping each other up. Like, girl, you look good. Like, honestly, you can tell when it's hatred from a girl. Like, we all going out and you sitting up here with a stuck-up face and looking at people awkward, you need to let her go, because that's not a real friend. If she's always in competition with you, if she always feels like something is competition, you need to let her go, because nothing is competition when you're friends. We hype each other up and we keep it pushing. The 4th thing that I wanted to talk about, this is my last topic about fake friends, and it's my last question. But the last thing I wanted to talk about with fake friends is, I forgot it. Oh, the 4th thing I had to talk about with fake friends is, if you feel like, how do I put this? If they don't really support you in what you do, give that up. I do YouTube, and I had a friend, and she supported everybody. She posted everybody little, we have people that's selling shoes. We have a lot of entrepreneurs in this generation and where I'm from. So they're selling clothes and stuff like that. And she's just supporting their small businesses and stuff like that, posting them out and stuff. But I'm sitting here with a YouTube channel struggling to grow. And she's not supporting me. She doesn't post me or nothing like that. She doesn't post my YouTube channel. She's never posted about my YouTube channel. Never said, go subscribe to my girl. And just, you support everybody else but you that's hater stuff. That's not your friend at the end of the day, because you can support them and what they're doing, but you can't support me and what I'm doing. At the end of the day, you're not even subscribed to me. What kind of friend is that? At the end of the day, you don't watch my videos. My cousin, shout out to my boy Keontae, I'm just gonna give him a little shout out. He literally looks at every single video I make. And I have another friend, I'm not gonna say his name because I don't know if he wants me to say his name, but he watches every single video I make, and he sends me a video of him watching it. Like, that's what you call support. But these female friends, they, not supporting you, they not showing love. Like, that's why I get along with guys more than girls any day, because they show love, they know how to be real friends. But these girls, no sir, like, you're not supporting me. But my guys, like, out here literally supporting me, reposting my stuff, y'all subscribe to my homegirl and stuff like that, but you can't even support me. But you can support somebody that you don't even know. I feel like if they can't support you in what you do, they're not your friend at the end of the day. But that's all for this girl talk video that I have for today. I really enjoyed talking to you guys for the 20 minutes that I did talk to you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to see more of my face. I will be uploading every Monday and Friday. So yeah, I will see you. Wait, when is this getting uploaded? This is getting uploaded on Friday. I will see you guys next Monday. Bye.